Manifesto. We are spirits, one with the one divine genus, children of the Mother of the Earth, starry cosmos and the entire universe. We bless the Father, Creator Rod, our higher aspects, mentors and teachers for the complete protection established above us and the activation of the secure communication channel between all of us for the highest good, in the most favorable way. We are aware of ourselves as part of the one whole, pure, free, unlimited consciousness and act exclusively on the highest evolutionary benefit of all living creatures and individual cells of creation, developing as a single, multidimensional and multifaceted organism, the radiant mind of the universe. Our crystals are cleaned of malware, activated and synchronized with the true crystal lattice of Mother Earth, and the following manifest is written in each of them, the execution of which begins from the moment here and now, spreads over all spaces, times, variants and races, as opportunities and necessities, based on the willingness and luminosity of the participants, as well as the blessings of their higher aspects, mentors and teachers, and following the universal rule of do no harm. 1. We, souls located in the fields of consciousness of this planet, solar system, galaxy and universe, turn to our first parents, creators, forerunners, native aspects, crystals and star civilizations, which have exclusively creative motives and pure thoughts, in order to create a common evolutionary process and creative design. Accept this message and distribute it through all the information fields of this and other universes, as well as write this program to every possible crystal and in every cell of consciousness that can receive this signal of help and the declaration of our independence, and transmit them further through cosmic neural networks. This appeal applies to all civilizations known to us, including the Pleiades, Sirius, Aldebaran, Andromeda, Rigel, Orion, dragons, angels, archangels, mentors, teachers and guardians of childbirth, as well as all hitherto unknown to us in the current incarnation. 2. We are aware of the influence of negative, technogenic, magical, techno-magical and other parasitic and destructive systems, and we prohibit them from further exercising their influence on us. We declare our independence, free choice and inviolability of our will within the framework of the laws of this and other universes. We emphasize our free will and we thank for freedom of action in our realities, to build a new temporary branch based on peaceful and constructive interaction. We demand to give us a choice of the reality with which our free consciousness and internal state resonate on the principle of similar to similar. 3. We demand and allow us to remove from us all the fuses and restrictions that apply to the tribal and cosmic memory, which can now be removed without harm to mental and physical health, and also activate the true innate abilities of our bodies and reference DNA. We are blessing for removing from us the influence of all parasitic and suppressing our consciousness systems, be it gray, reptiloid, dragon, insectoid, earthly and unearthly special services, the media, as well as secret, Masonic, magic and demonic orders and all other conglomerates, working to enslave humanity as a whole and its individual cells in particular. We notify these systems of our expressed will and suppress any further influence on their part, as well as terminate all contracts that bind us, if any, and were obtained through deception, violence, delusion or in a state of emotional instability. Any impact without our knowledge or by deception, delusion is further prohibited. Any contracts, oaths and promises, signed or given by us in a state of emotional excitement, delusions, or obtained by deception, are cancelled here and now and burned in the universal furnace. We also turn to the higher fractals of these civilizations and ask them to direct awakening rays of attention on them in order to remind all of them of their divine essence and purpose, to withdraw from earthly sleep and, as far as possible, return to home worlds, where their evolution will become more fruitful. We refuse to fight these systems and express our intention to resolve the situation peacefully. 4. We take our energy from all parasitic systems, all egregors of the Earth matrix, all teacher systems that distort and enslave free thought. We take our energy from the egregors of war, hunger, poverty, fear, depression, suicide, apathy, oil, and financial slavery. We are grateful for the peaceful and constructive alternatives to these egregors, the transition to which can be completed smoothly and without sacrifices, except in those cases where the sacrifice is a necessary lesson for the embodied aspect within the framework of its evolutionary program and in a joint decision with our own higher aspects. 5. We give the benefit for direct communication and protection for all our close and unfamiliar brothers and sisters related to this manifesto and awaiting its activation, so that their experience and lessons are sufficiently learned in the current reality. 6. We thank for the maximum energy information support, and in the shortest possible time we clean the true crystal lattice of the earth and each crystal in it, as well as all individual particles of the one consciousness, whether embodied or not, the earth itself and all its multidimensional bodies, from any energy and mental garbage, gray fog, fear virus, mental and psychoemotional viruses, technogenic and techno-magical equipment and other types of connections that suppress our pure cosmic consciousness and memory. We demand that any influence on us in the future be carried out exclusively within the framework of our free will, with our informed consent and resolution in this reality. Not in dreams, not in other realities, but precisely where we can make an informed and balanced choice. We also demand to immediately stop broadcasting catastrophic scenarios through prophetic dreams and predictions, broadcast through your agents and pseudo-prophets to the masses of gullible readers in order to pump human branches of reality that are beneficial to parasites. We take our attention from these branches of reality and demand that the potential be returned to all those who were misled by the parasites through such prophecies. 7. With us are the forces of wisdom, the energy of abundance, independence, prosperity, the attraction of the people we need, and the events that affect our overall creative process. We connect our hearts and minds with those of our associates who work in similar directions in order to maintain continuous and constantly increasing communication with them through the channels of our open hearts. 8. We have all those possibilities, knowledge, strength of the development and communication methodology, whether between ourselves on Earth or with other worlds, to which we have access in other incarnations, and which are most suitable for each of us at this stage of development, and can also be supported by our current carrier bodies in order to ensure optimal expansion of consciousness cells. 9. We are the creators of our world. We take full responsibility for our subsequent actions, express our readiness to carry them out for the highest good of all living beings, and also ask for the activation of the memory of our true mission, capabilities and potential. We express our willingness to accept information in the form of insights, dreams and thought packages that contribute to our development and are deep in our hearts. 10. We forgive ourselves and release guilty feelings in all incarnations, times and spaces. We forgive all those who could offend us in all incarnations of times and spaces. We apologize to those whom we ourselves could offend in all incarnations of times and spaces. We take our attention from all the worlds, essences and toys created, but forgotten by us, in order to free up energy for further development and allow the general evolutionary process to continue further. All parts of our multidimensional soul are reunited with us here and now. Our civilizations and higher aspects unite common efforts in this work and draw a stream of pure consciousness through our bodies in order to cleanse our systems of mental debris, activate the true protective crystal lattice of the Earth and synchronize our intentions with her central crystal and its portal points on the planet's surface, and also fill the ether with information about the manifesto, so that it can be accepted and transmitted further to all living beings. We request the activation of an awakening wave, working for the highest good of ourselves and our sleeping brothers and sisters, on the true crystal lattice of the Earth in order to conduct this wave through our bodies to clean ourselves, as well as our loved ones, whether embodied or not, elementals, guardians of places of power, nature spirits, animals, plants, stones, air and water on this planet. With the permission of all civilizations and cells of consciousness that are here legally and honestly fulfilling their contracts, we ask our higher aspects, monads, civilizations and the Creator to draw their cleansing and awakening energies through us in order to fill them with our reality and change the current system from the inside for the highest good, in the most favorable way for all living things. We are aware of enslaved crystals, spirits and levels of consciousness of the Earth, which are used by forces that do not have permission for such an impact and are here illegally. This information can be read, and we ask that it be transmitted over space neural networks. We ask our higher aspects, civilizations and the Creator, to release these crystals, spirits and consciousness levels of the planet with our rays of attention, as far as possible and necessary, to dissolve any debris, dirt, man-made and techno-magical settings in primary matter, as well as deport all those who is here illegally, parasitizing on herself and her inhabitants. We ask you to start the process here and now, but to carry it out in balance. We say goodbye to these parasitic civilizations, retain the experience of interacting with them, and wish them a good journey. We ask Mother Earth to wake up and connect her heart with the descending cosmic stream of pure consciousness acting on the awakening of the planet and all her children. The time has come. We declare our readiness and ask to accept our call. We ask you to provide information on further actions in the framework of the awakening of humanity, as well as to confirm the acceptance of this information from our higher aspects. We ask for the establishment and strengthening of feedback with our higher aspects and custodians. We copy this manifesto to our crystals, distribute it throughout all the crystals of our cells, to all organs, chakras and DNA molecules of our bodies, transfer it to all crystal networks of all spaces and variants of our universe, and register it in eternity. And there is. We give the blessing from a pure heart.